It's very hard to be like universally accepted.
Yeah.
Like even The Rock has a group of people that hate him, but the majority of people love I love The Rock.
I love him too.
If you are in the retro video game community, like I am in the forums and in the groups online, there's some very strong opinions about certain, let's say, retro gaming celebrities or celebrities. Okay, there are some people that people love. For instance, AVGN, Angry Video Game Nerd. I would say that almost the majority consensus is that they love him, right?
Yeah.
People adorn him. AVGN's like the god of retro video game YouTube content. Everyone else to me is below him. That's just my personal opinion. People have very strong opinions about those people below AVGN. For instance, the person we're going to discuss today is the author of the NES Essential Guide book. Mm-hmm. He is also the host of the Completely Unnecessary podcast. People know him as Pat the NES Punk. And full disclosure, I follow his podcast more than anything. I've been watching him for years. Yeah. I don't hate the guy. Like I'm not gonna say I'm a super fan of him.
Yeah.
I respect what he does. I think he hustles hard. There's a group I've joined. I'm gonna say they're pretty troll heavy, let's say. They don't troll on like Angry Video Game Nerd, but they do seem to troll on a certain section of people.
Yeah.
And we're going to discuss those people throughout these podcast series as we go. But today we're focusing on Pat the NES Punk. So I put a post. I was like, hey, why do people hate Pat the NES Punk? Probably like the most popular post for that week. I think it went close to 100 like responses.
Oh, really?
There was a lot of people that were like, man, majority of the people were not fans of him on this particular site, right?
That's weird.
Pat the NES Punk has over 250,000 like followers.
Yeah.
On YouTube. He's pretty popular, I'll say. He has an extensive video game collection. But half the people don't like him, I guess. Let's say he's controversial, like John Cena. I've been told
really?
He's like John Cena, right? And he's been around for so long, he's like a staple of the retro video game community on YouTube, but not everyone likes him. He's like Roman Reigns of the YouTube retro video game community. Some people have strong dislike for him, let's say. There's a lot of comments on the post I made. There's a lot of people who commented. I'm not going to say the ones that were mean.
Yeah.
And the ones that were like obviously not trying to answer the question of why is Pat the NES Punk unpopular to certain people. There are some people who did try to answer it intelligently.
Yeah, that's good.
And those are the people we will focus on today. But let's just say there was a lot of really mean trolls out there. Lester, I'll show you some of the mean troll comments. Sometimes I think these people troll
just cause.
And it's funny, right? You know what I mean? If people trolled on us, Lester, how would you feel?
Oh man, I'd laugh.
We don't take ourselves.
Honestly, we don't care. Actually, we actually look for it.
Look at this one because it's kind of funny, to be honest. People like to take Pat's face and put them on like movie and video game and music covers. And such. I don't know what spawned this, but you like this one?
Yeah, that's funny.
Pat the NES Punk as Michael Jackson's bad. Like if someone did that for Lester's face or my face, I don't think we'd be offended.
I don't care.
Where's another one?
Because people wonder who is this guy, and then they'll find thrift store. Oh, okay, cool.
Look at this one. It's Pat as Bob Ross painting himself with the NES minis.
Jeez.
All over his female gender bent body. I think that's pretty funny. That's a good meme right there. This one is funny too, actually.
Oh wow, the cover of Boston and Hall & Oates.
Of course he's not Daryl Hall.
Yeah.
He's John Oates. That's pretty funny though. But I don't know if Pat would care too much about like those.
It's advertising.
But you know that saying? Like they'd rather be them talking bad about you than not talking about you at all. Right? Yeah. You know what I mean? One of the reasons this one person says people don't like Pat the NES Punk is the majority of people in the retro video gaming community don't like people. They'll have a strong distaste for them because they're trying to be famous for not doing anything but having a big collection. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh.
Like, look how big my collection is. I want to be famous now.
Yeah.
He's not like talented in any way. He's not, he has nothing special about him except for the fact he got into the retro video game market early and got a bunch of games for cheap.
Hey, kudos.
Do you agree with that? Do you hate on people? Not Pat per se, but just like people who try to be famous for having nothing special about them.
Do what you want to do, man. I think people are just jealous of what he has. Like, I don't know how he's like in real life.
You think it's haterade?
I think so.
People are drinking the haterade because he has a big collection, and people are like, I wish I had that collection.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I think a lot of it is haterade.
There's people who have like crazier, CD collections than me. I wish I had what they have, but no, like, I'm being a realist. No, I can't. You know what I mean?
Do you hate them?
No, I don't hate. Well, you get jealous, but it's not to the point where I'm like making memes of these dudes.
I think the memes are the funny memes are funny.
Trolling them.
The mean memes I don't like
But
too much.
man, I'm not gonna go out of my way and tell someone or let it be known that I hate this guy because he has like every Nintendo game. Like I got every Nintendo game too on my laptop, but you know what I mean?
Like, I think the fact that these forums are almost like they're a closed community.
Yeah.
So it kind of stays within the community. That's why I'm not exposing the names of these groups that I'm talking about here. So they feel like comfortable doing it there.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think we will, because we're doing this podcast and such, are going to be like the subject of many?
Oh, I don't care.
Threads.
Do whatever you want. I really don't care. Talk about us.
I don't mind.
People get the wonder.
Personally, I think Pat, like, his comedy sometimes is funny. It's not always funny to me. That's just being real. I know.
I don't laugh at his jokes, but I'll watch his content. Yeah.
Well, I think people just another guy on one of the responses to my question on the forum I'm talking about said that people with very strong opinions, and Pat does have some really strong opinions. If they don't agree with their opinion, they hate you automatically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
I agree with most of Pat's opinions, to be honest. I think he represents the retro video game community, you know, in terms of like the collective voice.
Yeah.
Not stupidly, you know, he's pretty cogent in his arguments. I think he hustles hard too. Like he does a lot of podcasts. I just think also the bigger you get, just inevitable people will not. You'll get a following of people that don't like you per se. It's very hard to be like universally accepted.
Yeah.
Like even The Rock has a group of people that hate him, but the majority of people love I love The Rock.
I love him too.
You know, we grew up with The Rock, man. He's my idol, my 4:00 a.m. motivation.
Yeah.
He's on Twitter posting, already did 3 miles. What you doing?
Like 8 pizzas already. Like, oh wow, Rock.
He crushes everybody, but he hustles hard. So people
He does,
respect
yeah,
him, right?
exactly.
Why don't people respect Pat the NES Punk? Because he's not swole? I don't know. But basically, I asked him about it, Pat the NES Punk. I had a sit-down interview with him on Twitter. I was sitting down when I tweeted him. And I asked him about being controversial and what he thinks about it, right? And he actually responded to me, which was really cool. Basically, he said... Let me get those quotes here. What did he say? Basically, he said that it is not his job to please people.
Exactly.
Nor does he want to please people. He's just him. And I asked him, what do you feel about being like the John Cena of the retro video game community? And he goes, I wish I had his abs. You know, I don't think he takes himself too seriously. His friend Ian, who he hosts the Completely Unnecessary podcast with, is
I like that.
I like Ian, actually.
Yeah.
He's sick, so, you know, well wishes to Ian. People shouldn't be trolling him for being sick. To be
Exactly.
honest. I think that's just bullshit. To troll someone for being sick. Ugh, all right. Is that all the Pat the NES Punk stuff we have to talk about? He responded to me. That's pretty funny.
Ooh.
Woohoo! Topical. Oh, look at we forgot this Pat the NES Punk
Like
meme.
a kiss.
That's a pretty good meme, actually. I would be flattered if someone did that for me. And instead of kiss, it says Ness. That's pretty funny.
I'm saying, if you love what you love to do, man, yeah, like anyone who's responding to you, you know you're getting their attention. So
we're done with that topic already.
I know.
Okay, there's 2 memes I wanted to share at the end of this video because everyone knows I love my memes.
Yeah.
Lester makes memes of me all the time. Maybe I'll share one that
No,
isn't
don't.
inappropriate here. This is one meme.